Welcome back to Karma Live Readings. I'm Karma. I hope you guys are doing great, and thank you so much for tuning in and coming to my channel. Forgive me. If you're new here, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are returning, I thank you so much for your time, and I also thank you for your support. First things first, forgive me. I am offering memberships. It is $1.99 a month. You get a collective reading on the 15th, 2 lives a month, and there's other little perks as well. It's all in the description box below. If you're interested, please check it out. If you're on an iPhone, it has to be done on a laptop. It's a YouTube issue, not a me issue. They are working on fixing that though. All right, so before we get into tarot, I want to tell you what I intuitively picked up on as I was praying over your reading. Okay, so there's a main focus right now, Leo, on your crown chakra. All right, and what I was shown was like the lotus or the symbol for crown chakra here with the 1,000 petals, and each petal is a different aspect of yourself. Okay, and so when I was seeing the lotus, I was also seeing the sun, which was basically letting me know that at this time there are certain parts of you that are opening up, that you're discovering and learning about yourself, that is helping you to expand through life lessons. And I do feel like these life lessons, what Spirit was showing me, was mostly around loyalty and unconditional love. Okay, so you were going through situations where you were trying to find your tribe. Okay, and there may have been a lot of trial and error in terms of the people. There's also this need to self-reflect. Are you as loyal to yourself as you are to others? Okay. And there was an emphasis from the Holy Spirit to start prioritizing your spiritual and emotional needs to connect with the Most High. Your commitment with the divine is being tested. So there is this importance. And then I saw the 6-pointed star, as above, so below, a merging of you and the divine. So there is this need to, I don't know, like set aside time. If you've already set aside time where every morning or whenever it is during your day that you pray, that you meditate, if you already do that, this is validation from Spirit and recognition. If you haven't, if it's something you've been working towards and thinking about, know that this is Spirit urging you to move in that direction. The other messages I got after that was yearning for growth. Okay, and then please listen to your gifts. So somebody here, you're a messenger. You're able to communicate with Spirit, and some of you communicate with Spirit through animals, or you're able to talk to animals, something along those lines. And then there was a water connection for somebody. So maybe you have water in your top 3, or there's a water sign, or you are connected to water on a spiritual level. Okay. Also very, very strong spirit guides coming through on the other side, and a lot of peace and harmony in situations. And so what I was being shown for the peace and harmony in these situations, Leo, was that was kind of your main focus as the leader and the healer. You aim to always bring peace and harmony in a situation, but there was one particular situation, or maybe more than one, where you were feeling powerless or anxious. Okay, there's a situation where you could be feeling attacked. And Spirit is saying, if you feel like you're being attacked or you're under some type of spiritual warfare, that you need to assert yourself spiritually and fight back, okay, in spirit, because this is a karmic lesson from past lives. Okay, and then I saw a transformation with the butterfly coming out of your cocoon. Okay, again, there was something about time, matter, and above and below. So specifically in regards to limitations that you place on yourself because of fears or because of exhausting yourself and being loyal to situations that don't deserve your loyalty. Okay. All right, so some symbols that you guys can look out for, and then we're going to get into tarot. We had the sun, crown chakra, the crown chakra symbol, a key, an owl, a dog or a dog bowl or a dog bone, guns, butterflies, 6-pointed star, the Star of David, dolphins, deer, or like a stag, Saturn, and karma. Okay, you also have the numbers 1, 3, 6, 5, 7, 8, 33 and 66. And the letters N, R, C, M, S, W, T, Z, G, and E. And then you also have the words stop, fear, and faith. Stop, fear, and faith is what came out. And so for me, intuitively, what I picked up on with that was stop allowing your fear to get in the way of your faith and start using your fear or your faith to stop your fear. Okay. So those were just some messages that I picked up on. So let's go ahead and see what we get here in terms of more palpable 3D energy, what's going on in front of Leo at this time that they're focused on. What's the current energy in front of Leo, please? You have the Fool, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Eight of Wands. Let me keep the notebook up here in case some of this starts to tap back and forth. I should have left that up here. I do feel like you're getting ready to take a leap of faith here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. Things are going to pick up much quicker than you realize. Yeah. Only because I feel like you've been in a state of pause for some time because you've been having to close out cycles in certain steps, like one situation at a time. You're about to jump over something and miss something. Well, hold on. It's not miss it. It's at this time you're seeing it with eyes wide open, so you're going to be able to step over a problem. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Like you're skipping levels here. This is the energy around you, but there's a new opportunity here. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this is something that you've created. Two of Swords. Maybe you felt like there was a blockage in your success or your creativity here with the Sun and the Three of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. So this has been a long time coming. It all is dependent on the energy around you. I mean, you got the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords, and then all this beautiful energy around you. And I feel as though what was happening, again, does kind of tie into this energy where you may have been surrounded by certain people or certain energies, but there was an element of needing to go through a multitude or plethora of lessons in a very short amount of time that was teaching you how to read people's intentions, okay? Because you've been through enough betrayal and BS from people that you can read people so good. I truly am telling you that that is what this lesson was. So in that knowing alone, it should help you with now releasing any sort of resentment or anger or frustration that you have towards it so that you can open up all of those petals and be open to the divine and move forward in your purpose, which is what I think is happening because you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. The Two of Swords is here, but the Two of Swords is nothing compared to the power of the Sun. That's the Almighty Most High. I do feel like this was a period of patience because something needed to click inside of your mind or your perception, okay, in terms of your manifesting. Because like I said, there was still some type of connection or feeling anxious in a situation that Spirit was saying where maybe you weren't really assertively setting boundaries, or I don't know how that portrays to you. It could almost also be perceived as like just turning your back to an attack, and Spirit is saying that's not what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to face it head on, be assertive, and that's when the change happens. What is this? Yeah, natural disaster. It's interesting because that's what it feels like. It almost feels like every time you've tried to take a leap forward or you have a new opportunity or a new beginning, something gets in the way. Something happens where it creates a blockage or a pause or a slowdown. And then it becomes very frustrating and stressful. And Spirit is like, it's just a lesson. Yeah, don't get so mad. Easier said than done. I think it really comes from exhaustion. Yeah, my heart is hurting right now as I say this. Like, there's anger, there's frustration, but don't you understand what I'm going through, or whatever this unpleasant energy is, or offensive energy that comes through. There's just still something that needs to be learned. How do I say this, Spirit? I mean, you have family, and then you have compromise, live and learn. And then you have stubborn and indulgence. And I feel as though Spirit is saying, you know everything that you need to make something happen, but there's this one situation that you're just not listening to, or you're refusing to address. And the reason it needs to be addressed is because you have to go through it in order to get to the other side. And that's really all that Spirit is showing me, that there's something in that you're going to develop, that's going to help you awaken to a new perception. So it's something that is necessary, but yet I feel like there's a purposeful pause and refusal to address it. And the Spirit is saying, but this is what is creating the pause. This is why you keep running into lesson after lesson instead of seeing the progression, because there's this one last thing that we need you to release. And it is a fear. Yeah, hammer and engagement, which is commitment. So there's like this sabotage, and anytime you have some type of partnership, or anytime something's about to come full circle, there's an element, yeah, you have axe here and hammer. There's like energies of self-sabotage that takes place. Lightning, sudden change, shocking moves, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation, the grim reaper, no second chances, grow and transform your life. So your commitment to your dream, to your goals, to your passion is being tested. How bad do you want it? Because if it was easy, we would all do it. How bad do you want this? Is really what I'm getting, because the interesting thing is all of this energy of success is around you. But the only thing that's coming through is blocking you is not so much on the outside as you think it is. It's more on the inside. That's what it's showing. It's a fear. It's a frustration. Spirit says, stop focusing on that fear and that frustration or that impatience, and focus on what I'm asking you to see. What does Leo need to be doing? What do they need to focus on? The King of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. There is an emotional manipulation that you've put on yourself here, Leo. You put on a cover or a mask in regards to your emotions here. Like I now bear with me. It's just what I'm seeing. So you're going to have to take the energy for how it, relates to your situation. But the energy that I'm getting on what Spirit wants you to focus on and work on and what you should be doing is this emotional lie that you tell yourself that you don't deserve happiness, or that's not really your dream. There's also an element of looking at something with envy and greed. And I don't know if that's you or if that's an energy that was projected onto you from some sort of trauma or some sort of, person who was projecting negative energy onto you, Leo. And so now you have this perception of the Ten of Cups is like, there's an envy that I'm feeling. I don't know if it's you looking at somebody else or whatever, but it's there. And then there's this feeling of not feeling like, you know, you could ever have it, but wanting it. Very conflicting. And I open it up to the 5 of Wands. What does Leo need to be focused on? What is this King of Cups with the 7 of Swords? Hiding one's emotions, like just, you know, not coming out of something the way that you need to come out of something to expand yourself. Yeah, the Queen of Wands with Temperance. Aligning your spirit with your actions. Getting on the same track. There's something you're not being honest with yourself about that Spirit wants you to address. The Hermit. Why do you hide your talent? There's something here, Leo, where you even trick yourself or you lie to yourself about what you are capable of creating. You have the Hermit and the 5 of Cups. There's a deep sadness. I do feel like you're very gifted in something that is unseen. And I feel as though it's interesting with the Queen of Wands and the Hermit. When I look over here and I see where it says, feeling attacked, assert yourself spiritually. And I would think that the Queen of Wands and the Hermit would be asserting oneself in a moment of darkness, right? She's very assertive with her wand and going in there with an intention to transform some energies. My concern, and Spirit is saying for you to focus on this, Leo, is the 7 of Swords. Because what are you not being honest with yourself about? And how you truly feel or view something. Is there jealousy inside of you? And I'm not here to judge. Okay, I'm truly here to help. That's what this is. It's karma light. I look at people's karma. We're trying to heal. But there's something here that Spirit is saying that you have to fully take responsibility for. This isn't something you even have to say out loud. It is a moment of self-reflection to figure out what is preventing you from feeling this 10 of Cups and being in fulfillment and knowing that you are deserving of happiness and fulfillment. That's what this is all about. Because you're going in empty-handed with the Hermit, where it's like, okay, yeah, I'm spiritually protected and I'm going in and I'm praying and I am a warrior. But then you have the 7 of Swords where Spirit is saying, but you're lying to yourself about something. And maybe it's grief and sadness, and you feel like healing a grief or a sadness means that you get rid of that energy of that person or that situation, and you feel like that's a betrayal. But healing is not a removal of the energy. Healing is a transformation of the weight that it carries within your heart. It no longer feels like a heavy burden. It becomes a light. That's what it is. And then that's where you end up being able to transform. Because that's a heavy energy that I'm feeling somebody carry here. Yeah, the 3 of Pentacles with the 5 of Pentacles. Needing to get focused. And the 3 of Pentacles for me is the Holy Spirit, the Holy Trinity, okay? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And so with the 5 of Pentacles, for me, that's spiritual poverty. And it's also about working together, because that gives us the 8 of Pentacles. And that's what I feel like Spirit is telling me to do. Focus on the areas where you feel lack, where you feel empty, where you feel anything but joy. It doesn't mean, listen, it's a never-ending journey. We're always going to have things to look for inside of us that are not filled with light, because we are spirit having a human experience, and humans are not perfect. That's why this is a school. Earth is a school for lessons for your soul, so that you can ascend to higher dimensions and higher realms in the next lives. That's what this is. And that's what you're going through. And this particular lesson, you're on lesson 9. out of 20. And it depends on how fast it goes, depending on how quickly you choose to heal and release and look at yourself. I will tell you this, though, you have the sun. The sun is number 19. I think then is it 21? Is the sun 19? I think the sun is 19 in the deck. So then maybe there's 21 cards. Forgive me. My counting is off. The world is the end, but you're at the Hermit with the sun. So there's growth. How do you get to the growth? By focusing on this emotion that you're hiding from yourself, that I think you know is there, right? We all know that there's something there, that there's a blockage there. But Spirit wants you to put in the effort and put in the work and try to bring it together. Yeah, mask. This is what they're telling you to work on and focus. Deception, pretending, inconsistency. Your gifts and your next expansion lie underneath this energy. You hide your talents, you hide your gifts, and it may have to do with some sort of insecurity or just feeling not good enough. And Spirit is saying, get out of that. I didn't give you these gifts for you to be shy. Yeah, hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. This is what they want you to focus on. And kisses. They want you to work on being unconditionally loving to yourself, giving and receiving affection. Yeah, see, I told you. You keep running from something. Not today. I'm not going to deal with it today. I'm not going to deal with the pain today. Avoiding. Still angry. And Spirit is saying you cannot. What's the outcome for Leo? Stop fear, faith. Stop letting fear get in the way of your faith. The Five of Swords, Judgment, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Take back your power. Okay? I see where there's some disagreements here with the Five of Swords, or maybe some energies that you need to leave behind. But Spirit is saying to release any of that resentment that you have. Release any sort of feelings that you're not being honest with yourself about. And it's literally like almost immediately you come into a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles right after Judgment. But this is definitely about releasing, forgiving, not needing to have the last say. Yeah, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Healing something. The Moon. Pisces. And the King of Swords. So between now and Pisces season, yeah, for sure, with the Hanged Man. Okay, and then there you are, Leo. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So between now and Pisces season, you're going to experience a lot of emotions and triggering events that will bring up past memories, current memories, past pains, and weird emotions that it is your job and your duty with the King of Swords here to address. Do not ignore them. Pray over them if you don't understand what they're there for. Pray for the Most High to bring in light, because you are about to experience an expansion and a breakthrough in your perception. We have crown chakra, 1,000 petals. Each petal is a different aspect of self, and you are expanding. Every situation, down to the millisecond that you've been through in this lifetime, no matter how good, how bad, how sad, how amazing, how whatever, it's all leading up to this one moment. And this one moment has to do with you clearing out a massive load of energy, of blockage that I'm feeling in the center of my chest this entire reading. This is pain. This is emotional pain, emotional grief that needs to be transmuted for your highest good, Leo. Any blockage, any pain, anything at all, any fear, it's in this emotional wound. And so between now and Pisces season, because remember, Pisces is the actual end of the year. not December. When we're speaking astrologically and spiritually, Pisces is the end. They're giving you until Pisces season. Because at Pisces season, when we're starting in Aries, we only have a few months, like what, 3-4 months until your birthday. So now they're preparing you for coming out of your cocoon. So this winter, for whatever collective this is that I'm tapping into and this resonates, prepare yourself for some shadow work that is connected between your heart chakra and your crown chakra. And it is a beautiful expansion that will bring a lot of revelations and new perceptions into balance for you. It's also going to help you release some form of addiction. However you portray that addiction in your life is on you. Spirit is just showing me that it is an addiction. This is going to be a time that feels very unstable, but it's not. It's because it's getting you onto more firm footing. It's something that's supposed to take place. Allow any pauses to come in. They are necessary. Yes, you have schedule. Everything is happening in the right time. You're needing to get everything in order. You have death. So it is the end of something in the rebirth. Like I said, this is something that is inevitable. And then you have saving, which is about persevering. Goal and luck. So your blessings are coming. But this is a lesson. This is a cycle that you're closing out. And there's like a release of energy here. There it is, the phoenix in the boat. Transformation, the phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind, and then boat, receiving what you need, progression arriving, moving on, and closure issues. So again, karmic relationship and palm tree and separation, disconnecting yourself. Reaching a moment of realization and truth and what is actually blocking you, and where are you self-sabotaging by staying connected to certain energies that have already expired. They're creating mildew in your energy. You got some fungus. Clear it out. All right, let's see. Fresh start. You are being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. And then you have manifest. You're always manifesting, whether you're aware of it or not. Manifestation is based on your thoughts, and you're being asked to manifest consciously through positive thinking so that you will attract into your life exactly what you are wanting. On the bottom, you have slow down. Life isn't a race, nor is it a competition. You need to slow down. Doing so doesn't make you weak or less than. It makes you strong, wise, and much better able to navigate life with clarity and ease. All right, Leo, I send you guys much love, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.